We're live. Hello, hello, hello. We're very excited to be here tonight. I feel like it's been a long time. Not only that since I've talked with Katie, but since we've all been together to chat as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited for a little bit of time together tonight to talk about the Library of Unruly Treasures. Check in, see how everyone's doing. So let's see who is here. Say hello if you're here. PJ said, great book choice. Fun. Looking forward to the chat, Kathy. Nice. Hi, Sarah. Glad you could be here. Kat is here, ready to chat. Jen is here. All the usual suspects. Agatha is here and Connie. Hello, hello. Hello, Deja. Jess, New Zealand in the house. I didn't get the book read, but I'm here to support. Well, thanks, Lori. Love it. Hello to Kim and Leanne. Hi, Chris Anna. Chris Anna. Welcome, everybody. Glad you're here. Ready to chat books. I'm a little drained. Started the new job on Monday and I have to search for the little bit of introvert side, or no, the little bit of extrovert that's in me. Because it's just a lot of people around instead of just one little baby all day, every day. So yeah, I'm feeling it. And a lot more steps than I'm used to taking every day, just on my feet most of the day. So adjusting will happen eventually, but we're on day 3 right now. So I'm in the hold my eyes open with toothpicks stage of things at the moment.
I'm looking forward to my kids being in that stage.
Yeah.
When they go to bed more easily. Summertime, they're just like wide awake it's so hard to get them to go to bed.
Yeah.
But being in school all day when they use their brains so much.
Yeah.
They're so tired at night.
Yeah. And your youngest, is she going to kindergarten this year?
First grade.
First grade. How is she that old?
I don't know. But I met her teacher tonight, Mrs. Brosius. And her teacher is amazing. I feel like she's going to be amazing.
Nice.
So.
Well, that's good. Yay, Judy is here. Looking forward to tonight. Yes, the first couple of weeks is exhausting. Yeah, I came home on Monday and I just flopped on my bed. I wasn't even physically tired. I was just like I had nothing. I just flopped on my bed for an hour. But it'll be good. It'll be good. All right. Well, I suppose we should dive right in. It's 6 after. I second that. Exhausting beginning of the year. Yep. I read this book on Sunday. I think the whole thing on Sunday as I was driving home from my little mini trip to Pennsylvania. So I listened to the whole thing in a day and I really enjoyed it. Did you guys like it? Did you not like it? Katie, what did you think of this one?
Well, I haven't quite finished it, but that's okay. I'm okay with spoilers, but yeah, I was racing to the end and I did not make it tonight, but I'm still here. But I am enjoying it. I'm not sure I love it as much as the Penderwicks, but I still like it.
Yeah, I literally minutes ago, Agatha was flipping through the book and realized there's illustrations. So I had to go through the whole thing. But I'm kind of glad because that's not the Gwen that was in my brain when I was reading it. The one that's in the pictures is not the girl that was in my brain as I was listening. So I'm kind of glad.
Differ for you.
I don't know. I think I was picturing more. I mean, she's got short hair, and I was picturing longer hair, freckly. More like a Matilda kind of character in my brain.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I shouldn't have because this is, she's on the cover. But, yeah.
I don't really picture her like she is on the cover either.
Yeah. But that's okay. And Leanne enjoyed it. Kat enjoyed it. a little slow at points. Thought it was a little too dragged out, but overall cute and enjoyable. This is your first Jeanne Birdsall. Then you have more to look forward to.
You do.
I mean, first things first, when you see a book that has library in the title, does that immediately pique your interest? And why do you think that is, other than that we love books? Like, what is library, or the place of a library? Like, what does that signify or make you think of?
That's a good question.
I mean, it's kind of endless possibilities.
Yeah.
Right? There's just so many books and so many places you could go, so many, I don't know, it's kind of a world of possibilities within the four walls.
Many adventures to be had. It does remind me a lot of I mean, I do think of Matilda when I think of library, and especially with a middle grade book, like what yeah, all world expanding, a life expanding because of the worlds that you'll discover in the library.
But also like a coming home, almost like a comfort, peace. Like, it's always going to be a peaceful place because you talk quietly in the library, right? Like, I don't know, it's always like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
Type of a place for me.
Yeah.
Let's see, you guys had some good words. Yay, you loved it. Delightful. A first for Leanne as well. Fun. Library screams adventures to me. Mystery, discovery, a safe place. Books, exploration. Oh, good. PJ loved. Didn't feel like it was slow at all. Fun. Discovery, adventure, wonder. Yeah, all of those things, which I think is so true for everybody. Even if we don't put words to it, I feel like that's the feeling that we think of.
Yeah.
To think of a book of, I mean, immediately the title draws me in. Obviously, Library of Unruly Treasures, and that was kind of fun to discover what that was about. So I love just kind of thinking about that for a minute. Jess didn't like it. That's okay.
That is okay.
Yeah.
I'd love to know more.
I know. We'll dive into it and see what it was about it that you didn't care for. I would love to hear. So let's start. I mean, we could start right off talking about Gwen, because she's our girl all the way through. She had a very Matilda and background. All of our favorites. Horrible parents getting sent to live with someone else. And I love that it was a Matthew, the Uncle Matthew.
Yeah, I made it Matthew from Anne of Green Gables.
Immediately, I thought of Matthew as well. Yeah. And he was He was a more confident, but he loved her just like Matthew loved her.
Yeah.
But what'd you think of Gwen herself? Did you like her? Did you not like her? Did she get on your nerves? Did you resonate with her? Or, I don't know. I just felt bad. I felt for her.
I felt sad for her, for the parents, for her parents. Like, she was kind of an unneglected kid. That made me sad for her.
And you saw it unfold in so many different ways, because she wasn't like boohoo poor me kind of she just kind of rolled with it. But it's almost sad that she had gotten so used to being neglected, that it wasn't something that she brought up or whined about. It was just, this is life. And so when somebody treated her differently, she was like, wait, what? Almost found it hard to believe at times that someone was being kind to her or paying attention to her, that he bought food for her. And she was like, I don't even know what to pick. Like, all that sounds good.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, sweet girl. Let's see. Yes, definitely more fantasy than the
Mhm.
Penguins, for sure. Loved her, but felt bad that she felt like she had to keep apologizing. Ballet Shoes
I
has
had forgotten that in Ballet Shoes.
I love it. Matthew is a good name. I don't think the title accurately encapsulated the story.
Oh, say more.
Yeah. I'm going to highlight that because I want to come back to it if we don't talk about it. I really liked Gwen. She was a trooper. And shy and lonely, but sweet. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, me too.
She didn't want to step on anyone's toes or make a nuisance of herself, or I don't know. She just was.
Which I feel like that would be pretty accurate for a kid whose parents don't really, they kind of want, they've like taught her to like stay out of the way.
Yeah.
Like, because yeah, I feel like that makes sense for her to act like that.
Didn't make the Anne connection with Matthew. I liked Gwen. She was a strong character, adapted so well. It was nice to see her be loved after her neglectful parents and the one that had her parenting watching the smaller stuff. Yeah. Oh man, when the dad kept calling, I love how Uncle Matthew just got more frustrated. Try not to show it too much, but yeah, just he kept growling and. PJ, I want to know more about why you think the title didn't reflect.
I do too.
I do think, well, because they lived in the library, so it is the Library of Unruly Treasures. They didn't spend a ton of time at the library itself.
Yeah.
But it is where this clan of Leducan lived. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They lived there, so it was their home until it wasn't. I thought the way that Gwen's, like the way that her fears like showed up and then ended up being the biggest part of the climax at the end was her fear of heights. That was kind of cool watching her decide other things were more important than her fear almost, and that she had to just face it. I loved the whole courage aspect of it.
Yeah.
Her finding courage. I don't think she could have done it at the beginning of the book, but as she became more confident because of Uncle Matthew and Nora and the Leducan and Julia and the whole experience, just each thing kept adding to her confidence so that she could do it. I don't think she would have had the strength to do it on her own at the beginning. I don't know. It made me wonder what happened to Gwen's dad, who was so different from the rest of the family, that who had been so honorable. Oh yeah, because was it the dad's brother? Matthew is the dad's brother, or what? That Matthew was the mom's brother? I don't know. I guess it was the dad's brother. Yeah, because Matthew was lovely.
Yeah. Yeah, I wondered that too.
I don't know if it ever really said.
Yeah.
It must have at the beginning when she was.
I don't remember it saying anything about a reason though. Like what? I don't remember that.
Well, they were both. Let me see. It's a great uncle. So it's her dad's uncle.
Yeah.
So it's a generation above. So, yeah. That's all it says, really. I mean, there might have been another spot, but I don't remember.
Yeah, it says, I remember that. I remember it saying the relationship between them, that he was a great uncle. I don't remember them giving a reason for why he was so different. I do remember them talking about that he didn't really get along, right? Isn't there something in there about how they didn't really get along? But I'm not sure a reason was given.
Well, I know that the mom was going to Costa Rica with a new boyfriend, and the dad had just separated from somebody or whatever. Because she was supposed to go to St. Louis with dad, and he said he was currently separating from his wife, and that the mom needed to keep her until he could get settled into a new apartment. So that's right at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then her dad pulled his Uncle Matthew into the mess. Yeah. I don't know why the dad ended up horrible. Both of the parents were horrible. I didn't think the clan were treasures exactly. I mean, I think they were for Gwen, though. Like finding them and becoming the what was it? Kalba. Becoming the Kalba. That was a treasure for her. It changed her. Yeah. They were not unruly.
Why do you think that word was used in the title? Does anyone have an idea?
It's a good one.
Pumpkin, adorable pup with spunk, who was clearly much more intelligent than your average pup.
Absolutely. He was the dad's uncle. Yeah. Matthew was the dad's uncle. You guys remembered. I just love pumpkin. Yeah, I'm not an animal person, so the pumpkin parts were like whatever. Take it or leave it for me. But it's funny how much personality the dog had. I do like that he had so much personality.
Yeah.
Spunky little puppy. Did you like that the book started out? Let's go back to the beginning. Like started out with the diary entries from Scotland, from Charlotte McKinnon, not the original, but the original one who brought the Leducan, the original Kalba, who brought them here to the States. Did you like that background information? Did you feel like it was out of place, was necessary? What did you think about all the little journal entries at the beginning?
I was really excited because I thought maybe that meant the whole thing would be like that. But then it wasn't.
No, just a couple pages.
Just a couple pages.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good way to start. I kind of like when you I kind of like when books start like that, where you get a little bit of context or history and you're sort of dropped into the middle of something and you don't quite know what's happening. You got to figure it out. Yeah. I liked it. I thought it was a good choice.
I thought it was good to have that background knowledge when then on the plane, the flight attendant or whatever told her about the library. Oh, you're going to here. Make sure you check out this library. She's like, wait, that's my last name. So it kind of was a nice transition into Gwen's story.
Yes.
But we already had a little bit of that background. So I thought that was kind of cool. I think the Museum Leducan were more unruly than the Library Leducan. Mainly Zarakir. Yeah. She was very feisty. Mm-hmm. I would have liked more of that intertwined into the story. Yeah, it would have been cool to have a little more even of it.
I agree.
I think it also helps tie in the section with the portrait that takes place later in the story. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I did like it. It made Charlotte very real. Yeah. And helped give a framework for Gwen's story. Yeah, I agree. It was fun. It would have been cool to get more, but I like that. I don't know. Gwen was just such a sweet character. I love when she talked to Isabella Gardner's portrait and Charlotte's portrait. Like she talked to them as if they're able to talk back. She just had a sweetness about her. How far are you, Katie?
I'm like 3/4 of the way through.
Oh, so you have quite a bit to go still. Like the exciting.
I know, but it's okay. I don't mind being spoiled. Spoilers don't bother me. So
Yeah. Me. Yeah. Okay.
I know it's starting to get I'm getting to that the tipping point.
Well, are they still at the library, or are they starting to rescue them from the library to
Starting.
Gwen's house?
Yeah, starting to yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I loved how sweet Gwen was with the next door neighbor, the younger girl.
Yeah.
That was me though. As a kid, I was always playing with the littler kids, like being the teacher, and I don't know, I loved it. She was very sweet with her. The beginning gave off folkloric vibes.
Yes, it did.
Lucan originated from. They had their own language and culture. Yeah, it did really explain them pretty well, I think. At least gives us a taste of them, like what they're like, who they are. It introduces the prophecies as well, which becomes a big part later on, that the Leducan rely heavily on their prophecies.
Yeah.
Which knows where those prophecies come from, but like that's a big part of how they make their decisions, is based on whatever the prophecies said, and how they can interpret them to match what's going on.
And just so it almost felt like manipulating, or like waiting until they get the prophecy that they want.
Yeah, for sure. Which kind of made it a little humorous, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, that they're just making it work for well, that one doesn't quite work. Let's find another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Julia saying, she's not babysitting me. She's my friend. Yeah, I was curious at first why Gwen was so, I guess, intimidated or scared about the brother. Because they seemed to quickly become friends later on. But she was not interested in having him around. She was glad he was heading off to baseball camp or whatever he was going to. And I was nervous that there was going to be some backstory of her being bullied or something, but
you think it was because he was a little older than her, or what do you
I don't know. It never really explained it. I just think she had been content to kind of fly under the radar, and she didn't. I don't know. I think someone younger is less intimidating than someone older, and it's a boy, so it's a little different. I don't know. I'm glad it didn't have deeper. Well, it didn't go into any deeper meanings behind that, but
yeah,
she was pretty hesitant about him until they were on the same team helping to save the Leducan.
Yeah,
maybe she thought he was cute. That's very possible too. She's what, 12 years old?
That's how it would have been for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Awkward. Just feels awkward. Yeah.
I have a question that I could ask that I don't have the full picture of because I haven't gotten to the end of the story, but I will ask you and everyone else.
Yeah.
How does Gwen change over the course of the story? And what does she believe about herself at the beginning versus if there is an answer to that?
Oh, I definitely think she changes. And I kind of was talking about this when, like, what she does at the end, I don't think she could have done at the beginning. I think she was so hesitant, or I don't want to say even not trusting, because she was very trusting of Matthew, but just couldn't believe any kind of kindness was being shown to her, or not even kindness, but attention and all.
Yeah.
And so I think her confidence just grew as the book went on, and as she started to, as she was told she's the new Kalba and gained a leadership role that she didn't know she
Yeah, like almost she
was
was
kind of like put on her.
yeah, like well, and in a way, like she'd been sort of sidelined as a daughter for so long.
Yeah.
Now, and so then to have that, to take on that to be put in the spotlight almost.
Yeah. Well, and I like how Jen worded it, like she matters.
Yeah.
For so long she didn't
matter. Yeah, she mattered.
So
yeah.
that she actually mattered and wasn't a burden.
Yeah. That was what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's such a good way of putting it, because that's a important thing for kids to know, that they matter. Their opinion matters. Their thoughts matter.
Mm-hmm.
Have that. Yeah, she gained self-worth and bravery. Gwen did say he had smoldering eyes, so maybe that is it. It did say she had a little crush. Okay, that makes more sense then. There is a pronunciation chart in the back. Yeah, I didn't realize that either because I listened to it, so I didn't need it. But I think she becomes visible and valued after being invisible and unvalued.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Discovers more about herself and her inner strength. She finds courage and hope in her new role. She's actually seen and is respected. Yeah. And it's so sweet how she knows she thinks it's only going to be for a set amount of time, this 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So she tries to soak in every second and wants to spend time with everyone that she's meeting, right? Going to the library and spending time with Julia and then with Matthew, and even to learning carpentry with him, which is so cute. Yeah. Kind of soaking it in before she thinks she has to go back to being invisible again. I loved it. I thought it was really good. The audiobook. And then in the end, we see her fate. She throughout the novel had said a couple times that heights were her biggest fear. I mean, it starts right off with that when she's on the airplane. As much as she's flown, she's like, I wish I didn't have this fear of heights because I have to be in the plane all the time. And then having to face the heights.
Yeah.
It's unrealistic anyway because of the Lejukin, but in an unrealistic way, climbing into the museum on a rope ladder. But having her do that, and she has to do it on her own because of the prophecy. That's that strength that she found within herself. I just don't think she would have had it at the beginning.
Yeah.
Before these people had poured into her.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hard hat scene was so precious. When he gets her all the tools. You've gotten to that part, right, Katie? Where he gets her all the tools for carpentry, and then she's like, "Oh, well, I get to wear a hard hat," and he gets so cute. It was so
very sweet. Very sweet. And that kind of, do you guys think of Matthew as found family? Or because the thing is that he is really her family,
right?
But there is sort of a found family aspect.
Yeah. Because she didn't know him before.
Right.
So even though it's real family, I do think it becomes even more real before it's all said and done. But yeah. The element of found family, of like finding your people, is definitely there.
Yes. And that he really does sort of reshape her, how she thinks about like what family is, what it should be. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, and how she found a kindred spirit with Nora.
Yeah,
that was sweet too. Really was. I was thinking about that scene with the hard hat. I know, cooking with Matthew and bonding over food. Very sweet scenes.
I love when middle grade novels include food. I feel like she did that in the Penderwicks too.
Yeah, I thought it was so cute. it just spoke to Matthew's character. He's like, I didn't know what you would like, so I have eggs and cereal and toast and bagels and croissants, and I can make waffles or pancakes or da, 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 da. He just keeps going on and on and on. She's like, whoa. She's like, I don't know, you pick. And he's like, I'm gonna make strawberry pancakes. I'm like, good choice, Matthew. I thought that was very sweet.
I know, I loved that too.
It felt like found family because she didn't know him beforehand and have that relationship. And the Leducan too, I think, became a found family.
Yes.
Especially with the little one that kind of claimed her, the little baby one. And then, yeah, just the way that they connected. And I loved, even though I loved that she had a level of, was it humility maybe? I don't know if humility is the right word, but like when the one accidentally shoots her with poison when she's in the museum for the first time trying to scope things out, she gets shot with a poison arrow, kind of becomes paralyzed, and that feisty little Leducan, in the same way as she's feisty and impulsive, she's like, I give you everything. What is my punishment? She's like, I'm not going to punish you. I'm not taking your bow and arrow. I thought those were funny scenes. Humorous, but yeah.
Or like forgiving, maybe. Humble, forgiving. I don't know.
Almost like.
Or generous in spirit.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. She was sweet. She was just sweet. Was going to say this for the end, but I got to go. A middle grade book I gave 5 stars today was The Last Wolf by Rob Biddulph. It's still available in NetGalley as an audiobook at the moment. Okay, cool. Thank you. Excuse me. I apologize for the yawn. I appreciated how Matthew and the librarian never made fun of Gwen and her imaginary game. And not just Gwen, the other kids too. Like, yeah. And Matthew knew that Nora played the game as well and never. I loved that I loved how many times he called them something else though.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Not Leducan. He's probably heard the word Leducan plenty enough to remember it, but I think it almost was a game for him to call them. It felt like a game to him to call them something other than Leducan. Labubu's and I don't know, Lilliput. He would just say silly words that started with L. I thought that was cute. But yeah, I loved that as well, and how the librarian as well, Miss Rosie, I forget what her name was. Yeah, they just accepted it. Except for Gwen's funky parents, all the characters were wonderful. It was a tender-hearted story with warmth and humor. Yeah. The many names.
Many names for the Leducan.
So fun. It was very fun.
How many stars did you give it, Krista?
I didn't give it stars yet because I just marked it as read today.
Okay. So
I'm going to wait until after we talked about it.
Yeah.
I'm probably giving it 4. I just usually give everything 4 stars.
Yeah.
That I really enjoy.
That's what I'm leaning toward.
Yeah.
But I need to finish it first to really know for sure.
Yeah, 4 stars for a handful of people here.
I'm curious how, because this is Jeanne Birdsall's first book after writing the Penderwick series. And so I'm really curious how everyone felt like it compared in sort of tone and theme to that series. If you've read the
yeah.
I know there's at least a few people who haven't.
What I like that I think is similar and is it's so centric on the kids' experience, but there are wonderful adults on the story.
Yes.
I think that's the same as the Penderwicks. Like, you really are following the kids in the Penderwick family and their adventures and what they're getting up to, which, I mean, that makes sense because it's a middle grade book, but it has very similar vibes in that respect.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Immediately surrounding adults, the librarian and Nora and Matthew, like they're just really lovely. And in the Penderwicks, the neighbor and the dad, they're just, yeah.
And although her parents are
awful,
the people that the adults that you spend the most time with in the book are wonderful.
Yeah. And the parents aren't really there because they're distant. They're off.
Yes.
Page, completely off page.
Yeah.
So the adults on page are wonderful.
Yes.
And kind and sweet and treat kids like humans. Yeah, just fun.
I do think that the sort of family and friends is a very similar theme.
Yeah. Yeah. Family and making those friendships that feel like family.
Yes.
That's very similar.
Yeah. The big departure was the magical element.
Yes, for sure. For sure. And I don't know that I enjoyed it for what it was. Yeah. I don't know why they couldn't just be fairies. I guess it was, are Leducan an actual thing, like in folklore, other than in this book?
I believe I didn't look that up.
Is because it's not, I mean, the ancestor came from Scotland, but I don't think the Leducan are from Scotland. I think they were somewhere else that they were actually from, but I can't remember.
I'm looking it up, Krista. Oh, no, they are entirely fictional and exist only in the book. That actually is a little disappointing.
Yeah.
Actually, okay, so I'm going to read you the author's real life inspiration. So author Jeanne Birdsall invented the species, but she shared with People magazine how the idea came to be. A young child asked her why boy fairies do not wear skirts. She could not shake the mental image of a winged creature wearing a Scottish kilt. So she built a completely original fictional lore around them, giving them eagle wings and a backstory tied to a Scottish immigrant family.
That's cool.
While Leducan are made up, traditional Scottish folklore features similar hidden small or helper spirits, brownies, glaistigs or fairies. I didn't know fairies were themselves Scottish. Scythian, traditional hidden people of Scotland who live under green hills, though unlike the Leducan, calling them fairies to their faces is usually considered bad luck in ancient lore. I wonder why she didn't just use
fairy.
one of the real Scottish folklore alternatives.
Yeah.
She could have made any of them wear kilts.
Right.
If that was her
thing.
I
don't know. It was kind of fun, the little and the end of the author's note, she talks about the museum and how she tried to be accurate in how she was describing the Isabella Gardner Museum, which I'm so sad I never went to when I lived out there. I never went to that one. She said, but the times that I fibbed, it was to protect the Leducan who lived there.
Mm-hmm.
These include the alarm system that they tamper with, their ability to fly through a roof panel or shove open the barrier along Palace Road. Those things just are just made up. None of the windows can be opened only 8 inches to let through a portrait and nothing else. I thought that was a cute little addendum to the author's note.
Yeah.
I know, I kind of liked the Kalba, the idea that there's a human protector almost.
Yeah.
Them, and that it was in her case, in Gwen's case, passed down through the women in the family.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of interesting. And then Isabella Gardner didn't have anyone to pass it down to, so she was still the Kalba through the portrait, but like they just were waiting for a new Kalba.
Yeah.
Because of their prophecy that said another one was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the female centric nature of that. I think that's cool.
Yeah, I like that too.
It reminded me a lot of the Knack
Mac Feegle and the Keldet and We Free Men. I have no idea what that is.
Me either.
Tell us more, Agatha.
I know, what is that? We Free Men. In some ways, it reminded me of Tolkien and the creation backstory of original characters and language. Yeah, do you feel like it's set up for more stories in this world, like more stories of the Leduc and Gwen? I mean, it kind of is, because we just.
Does it end with sort of? Is it open? Is it
it's
sort
not,
of?
It's finished. It's tied up. Like this story, they get to where they need to be, and I don't want to tell you all of it, but
it's really okay. Please don't.
Okay. Well,
for me.
Yeah, she gets the Leduc in. She does her task, gets the picture in, and then also Uncle Matthew and Nora are like, she's going to be able to stay there with them.
Yeah.
He convinces the dad to give him guardianship.
Yeah.
And the mom, obviously. So it doesn't, I don't know that he's officially adopting her. I probably would get to that point, obviously, but he at least gains guardianship before it's all over. Which is lovely. I mean, you kind of know that that's coming. But it does, I mean,
she said that she is not planning on turning this into a series.
Okay.
Because the Penderwicks took 20 years of her life and she doesn't want to spend another 2 decades writing a series.
That's so funny. But I feel like it's something she may at some point come back to, because it feels like
I can absolutely see that. Like, it doesn't need to be a long series like the Penderwicks.
No, and kind of almost a companion. I mean, it wouldn't be a sequel because you'd have to read this first to know who the Leducan are, but I can see some other kind of adventure of the Leducan, maybe another clan somewhere nearby. I don't know. I could see another story happening, but this one did wrap up really well. I thought. Did you guys like the ending? And did you feel like it was convenient, or do you feel like we earned our way to that ending? Because it is a middle grade. It is going to end happily for the most part, right? So, but do you feel like it was earned, or that it just kind of wrapped up too nicely?
And you can be explicit. You don't need to hold back because I haven't finished the book. Please you can be specific.
Terry Pratchett's Tiffany Aching series, crazy number of similarities.
Really?
Oh, well, okay. Interesting.
Oh, so I've never read that series.
We Free Men. Is that the name of the series? It has a really nice bow at the end. I think more adventures could come with her staying there, but I believe it was all wrapped up well. Yeah. Actually love that Birdsall made up her own creatures. She was so creative and imaginative. If it was an adult fantasy book, would you have the same question about not using Scottish?
I don't know. I only think I only feel like that because the Scottish already have fairies in their culture and lore. That's why. I guess that was my only thinking. I'm not upset that she made it up. I just think.
No, and it is cool. Like, it was cute how they. I liked even when the annoying scholars came to talk to her, to like ask her such random questions.
Yeah.
I don't know why she was so drained by that. I think there was just a lot going on with her at that point in time, I guess. But the scholars came and were asking her all kinds of questions to try to find a prophecy that could fit.
Yeah.
To try to make some kind of prophecy fit. But it was kind of cool to see how the prophecies did fit when it all was said and done. I like that the construction vehicles were the ravaging beasts or something along those lines that were coming to the library. Another thing I liked was how Gwen needed both Charlotte's ring and Isabella's ring to complete the painting reverse robbery too. Yeah. And I loved that it was the little Leducan, I forget its name, who attached himself to her.
I'm not going to remember anyone's. I'm still in the middle of it, and I don't remember anyone's name.
No, but you know what I mean. The little one, the baby one, who kind of said his first word, Gwen Allison.
Yes.
But he kept trying to give her. I don't remember how he got it, but he got Isabella's ring, the ruby ring, and he kept trying to give it to Gwen, and she kept giving it back. And then eventually he kind of chucked it at her out the window, and they finally just accepted it and put it on. And then that's the combining of those rings was like the final part of the prophecy too, where the two become one. Because now she's got the emerald ring from Charlotte and the ruby ring from Isabella. Now she's the Kaaba to both.
Yes.
I was aggravated with the dad for asking Gwen to extend her stay with Uncle Matthew and then wanted her back to, oh man, yeah, me too, to babysit his girlfriend's child, right?
You know, that happened to Ella Montgomery in real life. So.
Oh, it's so sad.
Yeah, that reminded me of it. That because she, Maud's father moved across the country, married a woman, a young woman, and then they had her move off of Prince Edward Island. He was like in the west part of Canada, and her stepmother was very mean to her and basically only wanted her there so that she could have free childcare.
Yeah, that was really frustrating. Yeah. And to think at the beginning, the reason why he wasn't taking her in the beginning is because he was in the process of moving into a new apartment after his third divorce or something like that.
Yeah.
And then by the end, 2 weeks later, he's got a new girlfriend who has a kid. Yeah.
Real piece of work.
Yeah. Not cool, Dad. Not cool. They did not deserve a gold star for Uncle Matthew and Nora. She really was a wonderful kid for having such terrible parents. Yeah. I was glad how it ended, but it made me so sad that she didn't even hear from her mom at all while she was there and then just let her stay. Yeah. Yeah, just rotten to the core. Yeah. Which is the case in many middle grade novels, as we know. I mean, we read Leave It at Last together. Those parents were the worst. Almost obnoxiously the worst. To the point of humorous, right? Yeah.
I mean, like
sad if you really think about it, but humorous in how ridiculous they are.
I mean, it's true for Matilda too.
Yeah. So I don't know that these got to the point of humorous, just frustrating for sure.
This is her. She's not. I don't know what the word is. Like Jeanne Birdsall is a much more earnest writer. She's not nearly as absurdist as like Leave It at Last or Matilda.
Yeah, Roald Dahl is pretty absurdist. Yeah, her parents were ridiculous. A number of my students over the years have had to stay home to watch siblings. Yeah. It's true for many people.
I mean, it's not like I would babysit my younger siblings if my parents wanted to go out when I was younger. But, you know, I think that wasn't like the primary.
Your role wasn't your main role as a child, as a sister. Yeah. And she wasn't officially related to this kid at all. It wasn't her brother.
Right.
It was just for convenience sake. They wanted to be able to go out all the time. Yeah. Boo. The Penderwicks is a lovely sibling story. not as much found family. There are some friends that come into the picture along the way, but and some very close friends as the series goes on. But it's mostly about the siblings.
And like the summer. It's wonderful. It's really a wonderful book.
The similarities to Leva and how the librarian in that story was also a caring adult. Absolutely.
Again, Matilda too.
Yep, Miss Honey. But they have to miss school to babysit. Oh yeah, no, that's not good. That's not good at all.
Isn't that like illegal? You can't just miss school like that.
Yeah, oh, I see it all the time. So many of my students are absent or leave school early because they have to care and pick up their siblings.
Yeah.
Who was everyone's favorite Leducan? Oh, that's a good question, Kathy. So we've got the emissary. I don't remember any of the names. Hold on, let me look at the list of how to pronounce things. There are a lot of them in there. Gib. So Gib is the main emissary, and he's with Bellet. And then Zerakir, she was the funny one who shot her with the poison. She wasn't my favorite. I think I liked Gib. I liked Gib and Gwen's relationship as the story went on, and how he was feeling insecure about his role as the emissary, and she kept encouraging him. No, you're doing a great job. But I love that that's kind of reflective of her, like feeling insecure and not worthy, or in a way, and receiving all of this love, and then she's able to give it then to Gib and to the other Leducan as well. But I love that she encourages him the whole way. No, you're doing a great job. You can do this.
Yeah, I think she's my favorite too. I don't know. I'm having a hard time choosing.
I have to read the Penderwicks. Yeah. Grandmother was a favorite at the library. Yeah, I thought it was sweet that because Grandmother had a special relationship with Nora from when they were little. So I think Gib and Gwen will have that kind of relationship as they grow.
Yeah.
It would be cool. It would be cool to have a book that's like Gwen's daughter.
Yeah.
Becoming the new Kalba.
Yeah.
I think that would be cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Come on, Jeanne. I liked the little boy. Yeah, the baby one who gave her the ring. I need to read the Penderwicks. I really liked Gib. Yeah, they were fun.
Is Gib how it was pronounced in the audiobook, Krista?
Yeah, it's just Gib. Yeah, Gib.
I mean, that's how I...
The back says Gib, rhymes with nib. But I was picturing Kalba as Kalba, but it's Qalba. It's interesting. There's a lot in looking at the list of words. It has Arabic vibes to me.
Yeah, I mean, I think what's so interesting is it doesn't seem like the root of the words is Scottish.
No, because I don't think the Leducan come from Scotland. I think that's just where this group of Leducan were when Charlotte brought them to America. But because they talk about in different prophecies, they're going to land somewhere else.
Yeah.
But I feel like it may come from Arabic folklore. I wonder. It's not, but Tanaf.
Abari Srook.
Yeah, there's a lot of these words that feel very Arabic. We haven't included pronunciation guides for Leducan rituals. It would be dangerous for a regular person to say them correctly. That would be a great sequel, right? Birdsall said she made up the other language words. Yeah, but she was clearly influenced, I think, by by
You
Arabic.
have to, like,
Because they all feel like they go together, but they all feel,
Yeah.
you.
Yep.
I know she made them up, but in just looking at how they're written.
I mean, I feel like you probably would use a language for inspiration to write another language or to come up with another language or
Yeah.
words. Yeah.
This makes sense. In their histories, they went back to Mesopotamia. Well, then that would make sense.
Okay.
Thank you, Kim.
Yeah.
Our Leducan historian on site. Too funny. Well, it was a good one. I know there was Jess and maybe a couple others who didn't love it, but
did we ever hear? I don't remember who said at the beginning that they didn't like it, and if that person is still here, I really would love to know why.
Yeah, Jess, she had to leave. She's in New Zealand.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I missed some. I think it was Earned. This is the ending. Somehow I missed these two. I was fearful that Gwen was going to have to go back with her dad, which would have made me really sad. Yeah, same. Kind of unrealistic that her dad was pushing to have her come early to be a babysitter and then giving away custody, but loved the fact that she got to stay. Yeah. And that was all like right at the end too. Those two things. Very cool. We did not talk to plan out a poll for next time.
We did not.
So
drop the ball on that one. But we could come up with some right now.
So it's going to be in November, right?
November. Okay. Yeah. That sounds right.
So we're thinking fall.
Fall vibes.
I have a pile of books that I pulled out for fall. I want to see if there's middle grade in it. Where did I put them?
Do we want to are we feeling? Are we feeling new release-ish or backlist?
We could do The Scandalous Sisterhood of Prickwillow Place.
We could do that. That feels fallish. Hang on. I'm just going to pull some off my shelf that look. This looks like a fall cover.
Fall into our backlist. Thank you for another great chat. You're welcome. It'll be Thanksgiving Eve. Thanks for the chat.
What about this one? This one looks like a fall cover.
Ooh, what is that? Scattergood. That looks good.
It's not fall. It doesn't say anything about fall, I don't think.
It's also nonfiction November.
Oh, nonfiction November. Oh, you know what we could read, Krista?
What?
If we wanted to do a nonfiction or add it, like poll people, is one of those ones. I know Amanda has read these. I can't remember the author now. I have at least one of his books.
Oh, like the one about the. Oh man, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know you know what I'm talking about.
I don't have any of them. I wouldn't be able to even tell you.
It is not. I would have to ask Amanda who.
Nate, something.
Oh, Steve Schenken. Or Schenken. Schenken?
I have one of his. Bomb. That's not what I was thinking, but I do have this one.
Yeah. I might have that one also.
Let's do that then. This one, and the one you said.
Should we let's read the the descriptions.
This is what I was thinking. Nathan Hale's Hazardous Histories.
Oh, yeah. Amanda did put me onto that, but that was not the. I was thinking.
You were thinking Steve? Okay. Scandalous Sisterhood is pretty funny. I've read it a couple times. Oh, that's fun. Or something for Native American Heritage Month. I also have Borderlands, the Race for Truth. I have this. That's actually a good idea too. We could combine nonfiction with.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, no, that's Mexican American and Chinese American, not Native American. Sorry. The two that I have. I think there is a Native American one too, though. Race to the Truth series. I haven't read any of them yet, though. I don't know how well they are done. Let's go with the Shanken.
Should we read? So
Scatter
good, and I want to hear it. Let's do the descriptions of all of them before we cast our vote.
You could put Birch Bark House on there too for a Native.
Oh yeah, do that. Put Birch Bark House on. I haven't read that, and I would love to. Maybe I'll start reading it aloud to my kids.
I haven't either, but that would be a good option as well. Okay, and look at mine all matched color wise.
Let's read the descriptions, Krista.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so this is Scattergood. Peggy's life as a farm girl has never been particularly exciting, but a lot changes in 1941. Her friend Jo starts acting strange around her. The Quaker hostel nearby reopens to house Jewish refugees from Europe, including a handsome boy named Gunther and a troubled professor of nothing. And Peggy's cousin and best friend Delia is diagnosed with leukemia, and no one will tell her. Peggy has always been rational. She may not be able to understand poetry like Delia, but she has to believe she can find a cure. And yet the more Peggy tries to control, the more powerless she feels. She's tired of feeling young and naive, but growing up is proving even worse than that. A historical family drama that feels as alive and present as today. Scattergood is raw and unapologetic snapshot of a girl battling her own shortcomings and the unsolvable equation of life. It is blurbed by Liz Garton Scanlon, Anne Ursu, Gary Schmidt, Janet Fox, and J. Anderson Coates.
Okay. Can you look up Birchbark House on Goodreads? Because there's no...
Yes.
But I'm going to do these ones first, and then while you're reading this one, I can set up the poll.
Okay.
Okay, so Steve Shanken, this is the nonfiction option. The one I have is Bomb. It's about building the deadliest weapon ever invented in December 1938. A chemist in a German lab made a shocking discovery. When placed next to a radioactive material, a uranium atom split in two. That simple discovery, dealing with the tiniest of particles, launched a cutthroat race that would span 3 continents. The players were the greatest scientists, expert spies, hardened military commandos, and some of the most ruthless dictators who ever lived. The prize, military dominance over the entire world. This is the story of the plotting, the risk-taking, the deceit, and the genius that created the world's most formidable weapon. This is the story of the atomic bomb. So it's historical. I mean, it's history, but I'm only seeing prose. But there are pages that have pictures and...
And I know Amanda has read Steve Shanken before and says that it's very good. He's a very good middle grade nonfiction author.
And there's there are quite a few pages that have pictures and stuff in here. I just saw 2 like letters. There's a letter right in there. And then someone said this one was funny. The Scandalous Sisterhood of Prickwillow Place by Julie Berry, who's written quite a few middle grade that I've heard are good, and I don't think I've read any of them. The students of St. Etheldreda's School for Young Ladies face a bothersome dilemma. Their irascible headmistress, Mrs. Plackett, and her surly brother, Mr. Gauding, have been most inconveniently poisoned at Sunday dinner. Now the school will almost certainly be closed and the girls sent home, unless these 7 very proper young ladies can hide the murders and convince their neighbors that nothing is wrong. Burying 2 corpses in the garden, faking their way through a surprise birthday party, and muddling through the horrors of Victorian housework unsupervised are easy enough. I just lost my spot. But getting to the bottom of the mysterious goings-on at Prickwillow Road is another thing altogether. Why were Mrs. Pluckett and her brother carrying antique coins in their pockets? Who was cooing in the garden the night they died? And how can the girls be sure that the killer won't strike again? That sounds fun.
It does sound fun.
Victorian girls' home. Hide the murders. All right. Can you read Birch Bark?
19th century American pioneer life was introduced to thousands of young readers by Laura Ingalls Wilder's beloved Little House books. With The Birch Bark House, award-winning author Louise Erdrich's first novel for young readers, this same slice of history is seen through the eyes of the spirited 7-year-old Ojibwa girl, Omakayas, or Little Frog, so named because her step was a hop. The sole survivor of a smallpox epidemic on Spirit Island, Omakayas, then only a baby, was rescued by a fearless woman named Tallow and welcomed into an Ojibwa family on Lake Superior's Madeline Island, the island of the golden-breasted woodpecker. We follow Omakayas and her adopted family through a cycle of 4 seasons in 1847, including the winter, when a historically documented outbreak of smallpox overtook the island. Readers will be riveted by the daily life of this Native American family, in which tanning moose hides, picking berries, and scaring crows from the cornfields are as commonplace as encounters with bear cubs and fireside ghost stories. Erdrich, a member of the Turtle Mountain Band of Ojibwa, spoke to Ojibwa elders about the spirit and significance of Madeline Island, read letters from travelers, and even spent time with her own children on the island, observing their reactions to wood, stones, crayfish, bear, and deer. The author's softly honed pencil drawings infuse life and authenticity to her poetic, exquisitely wrought narrative. Omakayas is an intense, strong, likable character to whom young readers will fully relate, from her mixed emotions about her siblings to her discovery of her unique talents to her devotion to her pet crow, Andeg, to her budding understanding of death, life, and her role in the natural world. That sounds lovely.
Yeah, that does sound good too. Okay, so we have 4 books on the poll. I'm starting the poll right now.
Katie, I'm glad you joined us, even though it's at the very end.
Yeah. Very fun to watch you guys vote.
I know, I can't see the poll.
Yeah, because you're on StreamYard. I have to go over to YouTube to do your poll. Yeah. Fun. I was going to say there's only not very many. Well, there's like 22 people here. Well, it's definitely down to 2.
Okay, I'm gonna get on and look.
We can do. I can tell you that Bomb and Scattergood are not going to be the options.
You have to vote in order to see the results.
I don't know if you can see the results on your end.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like 54% to 31 to 8 and 8. So I think it's pretty clear. Dun, 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 dun. Should we call it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it hasn't changed for a little bit. Okay, so 50% have chosen this one.
Scandalous Sisterhood of Prick Willow Place.
Yes. Okay, let me get back over to here. Close that out. Okay, so this is going to be our book for November. The Scandalous Sisterhood of the Prick Willow Place. But I think I'm going to probably put this on my TBR anyways.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll do a little mini unofficial buddy read of Birch Bark House. Because I think a lot of people really want to read this one too, and it will fit really well with Native American History Month as well.
Yeah.
So we can read both of them, but this is the one we'll officially have a live talking
That seems
about.
like a good November.
And we may change the date because it is, I think, the night before Thanksgiving is the last Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, we might want to do that.
We're not going to have a live on the night before Thanksgiving. No. It's just not going to happen for either of us. So we will keep you posted about that. But yeah, Lori said I'd read both.
Anyone who wants to read both can. Maybe we'll talk about.
Yeah, a little bit we can talk about. I've read Balm. It's really good. I'm glad to hear that it's good. It's on my shelves. I do want to read it sometime. Katie is here. Thanks for hanging out, Kat. So good, especially on audio.
I think I'm going to try and read on it because I don't own that book. So I think I might try and read it.
I'm excited because I don't think I've read any of her. I think she has some YA. Isn't she who wrote Lovely War? Julie Berry?
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure she wrote that. And I read that, but I haven't read any of her middle grade books. She has this one, Emperor's Ostrich, is Julie Berry.
Emperor's Ostrich. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, I don't know what's happening. Emperor's Ostrich is Julie Berry too. I didn't know that either.
Yeah, and there's another one I have on my shelves that's her too that I forget which one it is, but she has a couple middle grade. But I'm excited to. This has been on my shelves for quite a long time.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to have it. And Katie is adding Scattergood. We'll read it in September, which is Leukemia Awareness Month. That's cool. Fun. Oh, she said thank you for sprints. Gotcha. All right, fun. So thanks, guys, for hanging out and talking about the Library of Unruly Treasures and reading along with us yet again. We will have one more this year, and then we won't have another one until March next year. So we don't do a January one, I don't think.
No, we just
do 3.
Because January is sometimes when we start talking about
March. Yeah. March. Perfect.
And we need the planning time.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So happy reading. Please read some great middle grade between now and then and let us know if you read anything that you love. We love to hear it.
Yes.
And thanks for sharing your thoughts about Library of Unruly Treasures and joining in the chit chat. Katie will finish it soon.
I'll probably finish it by tomorrow.
Yeah. But I need to go get ready for bed because I'm tired.
Yeah. And you gotta get up early for school.
It's right. You guys are awesome and we love you so much and we love that you read with us. So thank you for joining in and we will talk with you soon. Bye.